This is Sebastian Vettel Martinez for Fight Club Rush, and I'm here with none other than the main event of FCR 9, which goes down September 4th in Västerås. Sahil Siraj, who faces Arbi Mezhidov. Sahil, you're finally back, and you're back in a huge main event. You're always smiling, but I feel like there's a slightly bigger smile this time around. How are you feeling, buddy?
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, feeling great. Train hard like always and ready for a fight.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're glad to get back in there. Obviously, it's been a little bit hard with a pandemic to sort of have continuous fights. You did manage to get a fight last year, David Gregorio de Torre. Very strong performance. And I was thinking you've had a little bit of time now to probably look back at that fight. How do you look at your performance in the fight overall?
It was not the fight I was expecting because I was going for knockout in that fight also.
Yeah.
The thing was, my shoulder was hurt like 15 days before that fight, and then after my hand had a crack for almost 1 year, and I thought it was inflammation or something. But when after the fight, I take a picture and it was a crack, 1.5 centimeter crack in my bone. And that's why when I start fighting in the first round, he take my leg up and I connect him with the right hand. And I feel so pain and all my right hand get numb. And I say to my coach that my hand is not working. He say, don't go after the knockout, just try to win the fight, try to just win the fight. And this was the game plan in the second round. I didn't try more to go for a knockout or something. I was just winning the fights. Yeah, it was important.
Well, yeah, I think maybe it is because that's the first time that you've actually gone past the second round in MMA. Most of your fights end in the first round. You know, it didn't go according to plan. Obviously, you wanted the knockout. But do you think maybe there are some positives that, you got to prove that you can go the full 15 minutes, you can make some adjustments, and that maybe that's the type of fight that you grow from?
Yes, actually, it was a good experience for me, and I'm happy to go 3 rounds with Gregorio. And he's also not an easy opponent. His style was like you couldn't predict what he gonna do because he was like mixed, almost orthodox and southpaw. And he's a good fighter, and he throw also some heavy shots and stuff. I survived. Yeah, but it was a great fight, and I get more experience in that fight. So it was good.
Yeah, and I'm sure that will help you a lot heading into this bout. I mean, a main event that Fight Club Russia has really shown to be a Swedish and Scandinavian organization that's growing quickly. It's on a UFC Fight Pass. And then now you're on, the main event of the next big show that everyone's looking forward to. What was your reaction like when this fight was placed to you? You're getting the main event fight on UFC Fight Pass, the world's biggest martial arts streaming service. What was your reaction like?
I was really surprised when my manager called me and he said, yes, we get you the main event fight in FCR, it's live in UFC Fight Pass and stuff. I was surprised and I was thinking, okay, I train for my other fights, okay, but now I have to train really hard and be ready because it's a big show for me to go. And I'm going to be ready for it. I feel great. I'm physically, mentally, and technically, I'm ready for this fight. It's going to be a big show, a good war. And I hope he's also ready for it.
Well, he is an experienced guy. I mean, when it comes to MMA, he is by far the most experienced opponent you've had. He's fought in Bellator, he's fought in ACB. He's got a lot of big names under his belt. He's fought, for fighters who are now in the UFC. Did you know about him before? And if not, then how much do you know about him now?
No, I didn't know anything about him. The only thing Mighty said to me that I have opponent for you and stuff. I said, no problem. You're gonna fight anyone. You just put. I'm ready to fight. He said to me, but the guy have more experience and he has more fights, almost more fights than you. And I said, I have to sooner or later face a good opponent, and this is gonna be a great experience for me to fight against the guy.
And it's no secret that, you've had a long journey to get here, making your way from Afghanistan and coming to Sweden, having problems with migration and all kinds of things. But you've always got a smile on your face. Like, you're one of the guys who's always smiling, always happiest. You would never think that, you've gone through a lot of adversity in your life. How do you sort of keep that positivity around you all the time when you're, one, dealing with a very tough and demanding sport, and two, you've got that tough background?
I don't know how to answer this, but when you feel sad or feel bad about something, it's not gonna fix anything. It's better to be just go with it and see what's gonna happen. If I just feel sorry for me and sit at home and don't do anything and say, oh, I have this problem, then I'm going to be Mr. Nobody. And you're going to disappear like this if you try to live like this. It's better to just leave it to time, and whatever happens, you have to just accept it. And you have to do also your best to make it the best for you the way you want it. If you just don't do anything about your situation, and if you don't go for what you want, what you love in life, of course, it was really hard time for me, but I never give up. I always follow my dream. I always go after it. And now I have some stuff that I want, and I'm going to go all the way and see what's going to happen. If I have the potential, I'm going to make it to the top. If I don't, but still, I keep going. Yeah, and the rest, the time will tell you what's going to happen. You can't predict time. That's why you don't have to be sad or feel bad what's happening and what's happening in the future or in the past. You have to just go with the flow and be happy. Like you say, smile.
Well, let me tell you this, Sahil. If for some reason the MMA stuff doesn't work out, you could definitely be a motivational speaker, because I'm sitting here just like, wow, yeah, I'm feeling positive myself too. Maybe I should start fighting again.
Because I hear also a lot of motivational speech also. It's so important because in the media there is always negative stuff. It's always bad stuff, because the media only put the bad stuff. When they find the bad stuff, they try to put it, and especially from the country I'm in, I hear about it every day, and you know already that the situation there is totally different now. The Taliban take over, and it was much problem. But in that kind of situation also, you have to be positive, you have to wish for the best and hope for the best and look what's going to happen. That's what I mean. You can't predict the future. And for the past, you don't have to feel sorry for yourself, and you have to go with the flow.
Well, yeah, you kind of beat me to the question there. I mean, with all the stuff going on in the news, and has it been sort of hard to focus? Because I can imagine, like, my girlfriend's from Afghanistan, and she gets pretty sad from time to time. I'm making sure to try to keep her happy. But you've got a family, you've got a job, you got a fight coming up. It's being broadcasted around the world. Like, there's so much stuff going on right now. Like, does it get a little bit harder this time to focus?
Yeah, of course, it's getting hard sometimes when you hear about the country, the people, that they are suffering, and there's children, kids, and especially my family also live there, and we have a big family in Afghanistan. And I'm talking with them every day. Of course, it takes focus from you. You can't focus in one thing. You can't focus 100% on training and stuff. But I don't want to have any kind of excuse. And that's why I train hard every day. I know it's a problem. I know I have to talk with my family. I know what they're going to say to me. But still, I just try to listen to some motivation, motivate myself, and go do what I have to do. Because if I become something, I can do something for them also. That's why I just look at it not only from fight way or to earn money in it or something. I just try to do this to become something in the future that I can even, if I help one person in my life, it's going to be a big thing for me. That's why my mentality is different. It's not just making money and go winning the fights. Of course, I'm going for winning the fights, but it's other stuff also. That what keep me motivated to do my training, and yes, what I love.
I love it, man. I love hearing it, and I know you do train extremely hard. And it's good that I got you here because I want to clear up a rumor that I have heard, or a couple rumors about your training specifically. So I heard a story that you had gone to this new gym, and a Thai boxing trainer was going to hold pads for you, but you were kicking so hard that he gave up, and he was like, "No, I can't hold it anymore." Is that true?
I don't know, maybe he was joking with me. I don't know. I think he was joking. I'm not that hard hitter, but
I think your opponents beg to differ, Sahil. I think your opponents beg to differ. You are a pretty hard hitter.
Yeah, but still, the coach was nice to me, and he said some stuff that, "Oh, you kicked the hardest kick I ever feel." I said, "Yeah, thank you." It's kind of yeah, but in some of my fights, I was not even in my best shape, and I did some mistakes. I didn't maybe drink much water, get dehydrated in the middle of the fight. I get cramps. I stop. Yeah, some mistakes happen, but you learn from your mistakes. It's good. It's good to do sometimes some mistakes that you learn from. Otherwise, yeah, otherwise you don't listen to others what they say. When you see it by yourself, then you say, "Oh, yes, they were right." It's good to sometimes you have to experience by yourself, then you learn from it. Yes.
That's a very good, very, very good point, and I feel like you embody that a lot. Just hearing your story about everything and just your outlook on life. I mean, it truly is something inspiring, and it adds a little something extra to this main event coming our way. So, wrapping off this interview then here, lots of fans looking forward to this event. It's already a great fight card, and I think this main event will make it even greater. What can fans expect from your bout with Arbi Mezhidov on September 4th?
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a great fight because he's a good fighter. He's gonna be ready for me. He know I'm a stand-up guy, and I see him. He's also doing great in stand-up, and he gonna go for takedowns. I'm gonna be ready for everything he throw at me, and it's gonna be a great fight. I promise it's gonna be a great fight. Yes.
I'll take that bet because so far I have yet to see you in a fight that hasn't been entertaining. So yeah, I will definitely agree on that point. Fight fans back home, make sure to catch Fight Club Rush 9 on September 4th. See it live and Bombardier Arena. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. If you cannot do so, be sure to catch it on UFC Fight Pass, the largest martial arts streaming platform in the world. Sahil, thank you very much for the time. Good luck in training, and looking forward to the fight.
Thanks a lot, Citizen, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Me too.
Thanks.
Have a good one, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.